You're watching Machindo's hometown station, HTV1.
Hello everybody, Brett Boyd from the Market House. Don't miss our new expanded summer hours from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And don't miss two fantastic deals on ground chuck at just $3.99 a pound or Dutch Farms butter at just $2.99. Just two great deals and two more reasons to come see us at the Market House. Open 8 to 8, 7 days a week. We'll see you there.
Tired of having everyone know you're coming before you arrive because of your exhaust? If so, then it's time to call the experts at RS Custom Exhaust in Hillsdale. RS Custom Exhaust has all the tools and parts to make your vehicle quiet again. And for you sports car enthusiasts, if you're looking for the roar to be the king of the roads, RS Custom Exhaust can help you too. With free estimates and first-class service, RS Custom Exhaust has your vehicle covered. So stop and see them today, located at 1461 Vera Drive in Hillsdale.
From Machindo's news leader, this is HTV1 News at noon.
Well, the National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm watch for most of our viewing area, Branch, Hillsdale, Steuben, Williams, and Fulton counties, as well as areas to the west and south until 6 o'clock this evening. The Storms Prediction Center has put the entirety of the Machindo area under an enhanced risk category for severe weather today, and the threat is expected to start this hour as storms begin making their ways toward us. The National Weather Service says showers and thunderstorms will develop as a strong storm system approaches. Some of the storms from now until early this evening are expected to be severe, with widespread severe storms likely in all 6 counties, as well as to the north and east. Damaging winds will be the biggest threat and gusts around 70 miles an hour, and there may be an isolated tornadoes and large hail up to 1 inch. The storms will be coming out of the southwest from the remains of tropical system Cristobal. And while there will be heavy rain, the system is moving at about 50 to 55 miles an hour, so widespread flooding is not expected. The confidence rating for this forecast is high, and the storms are anticipated to continue until about 8 o'clock tonight. Now, to be sure to stay alert for watches and warnings throughout the day. Well, good afternoon, Machindo. I'm Scott Pienta. Today's storms are coming after severe weather blew through western portions of our area yesterday. Northwestern Steuben County and north-southwestern Branch County had both been placed under a severe thunderstorm warning about 7:45 last night, as a line of thunderstorms brought 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts blowing down trees and knocking out power to tens of thousands of customers across the region. Consumers Energy, NIPSCO, Steuben County REMC, and Bryan Municipal Utilities all reported outages, with some of which had not been restored until this morning. Now, that came at the end of the hottest day of the year so far, with a high of 92 degrees measured at Hillsdale Municipal Airport just before the storms rolled through. Now, today, though, it's not expected to be as hot, with a high of about 82 degrees we've already reached. Well, turning now to the latest numbers on the coronavirus pandemic, let's take a look at yesterday's numbers. Branch County holds steady at 139 confirmed cases, two confirmed cases, and deaths, and 14 probable cases. Hillsdale County shows a difference of 1 confirmed case between the local and the state figures. The Tri-County Health Agency counts 171 cases, while the state only counts 170. Both sources count 25 deaths, and the state reports 9 probable cases in Hillsdale County. Now, over in Lenawee County, they report 158 confirmed cases, with 124 of those recovering and 6 deaths, along with 33 probable cases, all of them recovered. Now, there are 95 cases in Steuben County with 2 deaths. William County stands at 42 confirmed cases, 16 probable, and 1 death. And over in Fulton County, well, they add another confirmed case, bringing that count up to 50 with 1 probable case and still no deaths. Angola will be losing one of its coronavirus testing sites. According to WLKI, plans are being made to move the Optimum Serve from the Armory to the Lions Club building as a more viable long-term location. But this past weekend, the company notified the county health department that they've decided to close the location instead and transition to regional mobile testing. The company says that it will be better help to them assist with testing at long-term care facilities. The health department says that they're disappointed over the loss of a permanent site, but they understand the reasons. The closest Optimum Serve testing site to Steuben County will be at the Community Learning Center in Kendallville. Meanwhile, the Branch Hillsdale St. Joseph Community Health Agency has scheduled an extended testing clinic over the weekend. The agency and Covered Bridge Health Care has scheduled a mobile testing clinic at the agency's Coldwater office on Friday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. and that is still taking place. But now the agency has added 2 more clinic dates. Free community testing will be taking place at the Branch County Fairgrounds on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Sunday from noon until 4 p.m. Again, those testing clinics are free and open to the residents of Branch, Hillsdale, and St. Joseph counties. Well, the field games and concessions have been canceled, but the Union City Rotary Club says the fireworks are still a go for the nation's birthday. The club says that these things currently stand. There will be no restrooms and the public will not be allowed to enter Alumni Field. But those rules are subject to change and depending on the Michigan's pandemic restrictions at the time of the event. Union City Rotary is seeking donations to help pay for the fireworks. Well, you can donate at Jack's Grocery and even contribute your bottle and can returns if you want. The club will also have a donation button on their Facebook page soon, or you can simply speak to any member of the Union City Rotary Club. The Union City Fireworks Show will take place on July 3rd, and the high school and middle school parking lots will be open at 9 p.m. The Bernie Benke Scholarship Tournament has been canceled this year. The Bass Angler Fishing event announced that the fundraiser has been called off due to the pandemic, but they're still asking for donations to the scholarship fund. You can send checks or products to the Bernie Benke Scholarship Tournament, care of Phil Smathers, 855 Dragon Shore Drive, Coldwater, Michigan 49036. You can also call Phil with any questions that you may have at 517-238-5228. Now, organizers plan to continue with the 9th tournament on August 15th, 2021. Well, it doesn't change anything for the general, but the Michigan Courts of Claims has handled Governor Gretchen Whitmer's a small legal loss regarding one of her executive orders. WKZO says the case in question was filed by a Mackinac Center Legal Foundation. The Miller Johnson Law Firm, the Associated Builders and Contractors of Michigan, and DJ's Landscape Management of Grand Rapids. Well, it tackled a portion of Executive Order 94, which highlighted penalties for violating established safety standards when reopening a business. The original penalty was a 90-day jail sentence and a $500 fine, but the order raised that to a 3-year felony sentence and a fine of up to $70,000 per occurrence. The court ruled that Whitmer did not have the authority to change those penalties because the enforcement powers had been transferred to the Michigan Occupational Safe and Healthy Administration. All other parts of that order are still legally valid and enforceable, but it was recently replaced by Executive Order 114. With language revised from his previous attempt, the Michigan Board of State Canvassers has approved Chad Basie's recall petition against Governor Whitmer. Basie has sought to file that petition last month, but the officials rejected the effort due to an unclear wording. Now WTVB says that the revised version of the Albion's man's petition was unanimously approved on Monday. The petition would put Whitmer on the ballot for a recall over 9 of her executive orders issued during the coronavirus pandemic, including the ban on non-essential dental and medical procedures, the stay-at-home order, the ban on veterinary services, and the extension of the state's emergency and disaster declarations. It won't be an easy feat, though, as Basie now has to collect 1,062,647 valid signatures in a 60-day window over the next 180 days in order for the recall to get on a ballot. Basie plans to start that effort on July 1st. Another recall effort against Whitmer and Attorney General Dana Nessel was rejected at Monday's meeting. Well, still ahead, the Michigan Sheriff's Association condemns the killing of George Floyd, and Ohio could become the first state to declare racism as a public health crisis. Plus, Pioneer Mayor Ed Kidston says people want to move to the village, but the cost is just too expensive, so he wants to lower it. HTV1 News at noon. We'll be right back.
There's a reason that professionals shop at Jonesville Lumber. They expect quality, service, and knowledge, and that's exactly what they receive. For nearly 100 years, Jonesville Lumber has been family-owned. We take pride in serving our area with great products at competitive prices. We have dedicated project estimators in-house that will help figure the materials needed to complete your next task at hand. Whether you're building your dream home, adding a pole barn, building a deck, updating your kitchen, or painting your front door, let Jonesville Lumber help you with your next project.
Authentic Mexican food is just a short drive away at El Cerrito in Coldwater and Hillsdale. The variety-packed menu has something for everyone, with classic Mexican dishes, El Cerrito specialties, and tasty treats for dessert. Don't forget the best margaritas in town with margarita specials Friday and Saturday. And carry-out ordering is great for work lunches or picking up dinner for the family. Make your next meal a fiesta for your taste buds at El Cerrito on Chicago Street in downtown Coldwater and Carlton Road in Hillsdale.
Well, Coldwater City Manager Keith Baker estimates some 200 people took part in last Friday's Unity Rally at Four Corners Park. Well, WTVB says Baker told the City Council Monday night that the event went well, and he thanked the police and fire departments as well as the community leaders who participated. As with most of the protests around the Meshendo area, Coldwater's Unity Rally was a peaceful event. On that note, the Michigan Sheriff's Association has issued a policy statement committing to justice and equality in policing. The association condemns the actions leading to the death of George Floyd at the hands of the Minneapolis police officers. Well, the statement says, in part, these officers have degraded, disparaged, and discredited our profession and broken trust with those we serve, our residents and communities. It was bad policing, and we are deeply disturbed by those images. We want Michiganders to know that these kinds of actions will not be accepted or tolerated. Well, it continues, we grieve for and stand with Mr. Floyd's family and call for justice and peace. We stand with those peacefully redressing their government, and we stand with those seeking solutions. We seek them too. Well, the Branch County Sheriff John Pollock shared the statement on his department's Facebook page and said he's in full support of it, calling it a very big step in improving relationships and interactions between police and their communities. Well, meanwhile, Ohio Governor Mike DeWine announced yesterday that the state will be taking steps to bring hundreds of non-compliant law enforcement agencies up to statewide performance standards, as well as add guidelines for responding to mass protests. According to the Bryan Times, DeWine says that he'll use executive authority to immediately address protesters' concerns, and he plans to help pass legislative reforms that have previously run into roadblocks. One of those efforts could be a resolution that declares racism a public health issue. Well, that effort came before the Ohio Senate yesterday, where it had bipartisan backing. The resolution details health disparities between white and black Ohioans, including breakout data on infant mortality and maternal mortality rates in black families. Now, a similar resolution was introduced in the Ohio House as of last week. Now, if those measures pass, Ohio would be the first state in the country to declare racism as a public health crisis. Well, Governor DeWine urged all Ohioans to lobby local officials to adopt use of force best practices, training, and other efforts developed by a bipartisan task force under former Governor John Kasich. Now, DeWine does not, however, agree with calls to shrink police departments and allocate the savings toward mental health and community rebuilding efforts, referring to defunding the police. Well, the governor says that he can't imagine that people are calling the idea absurd. Well, one person was injured in an accident in Fayette last night. It happened at the corner of County Road 66 and County Road M around 9:20 p.m. Fayette Police and Fulton County Sheriff's Office and the Gorham Fayette Fire Department were called to the scene where the commercial vehicle was overturned. One patient was taken to the Fulton County Health Center for treatment, though we don't know what the extent of the injuries are. No further details were available, but the fire department thanked those who helped out with cleaning up that scene. Quick traffic note for you. WLKI says Steuben County Highway Department has had to extend their duration of the project on County Road 200 North. Well, they're replacing a culvert between 350 East and 300 East, but that work had to be delayed due to yesterday's weather. The Highway Department now plans to wrap the project up by tomorrow, 2 days behind the original schedule. Drivers are asked to avoid the area, and the Steuben County Highway Department thanks everyone for their understanding. Pioneer Mayor Ed Kidston says people are showing interest in moving to the village, but they're finding it is way too expensive, so he wants to change that. According to the Bryan Times, Kidston told the Village Council Monday night that he's been in contact with 3 or 4 contractors who want to build their new homes in Pioneer. Citing the the momentum of previous growth, Kidston is proposing a committee to develop a package that would lower infrastructure costs. The mayor said that he knows of various available programs that Pioneer hasn't taken advantage of, but he says the village should act so that it doesn't become stagnant. Incentive programs brought about the development of 2 subdivisions in the village back in 2000, but both of those neighborhoods now are full. Council members Randy Cochran, Will Cable, and Al Quander expressed interest in being part of that committee. Now, Kidston also hinted at the industrial development projects that could also be taking place in the village soon, but didn't give any identifying details about those projects. The plans to overhaul Coldwater Sauk River Drive are moving forward. WTVB says that the City Council approved C2AE engineers of Lansing to plan the construction from South Michigan Avenue to South Willowbrook Road. That would include widening the roadway and adding a center turn lane. The project is estimated to cost $495,000, most of which would be paid for by a $375,000 grant from Michigan's Transportation Economic Development Fund. That was awarded to the city in January. The C2AE contract is about $110,000, which the city will pay for directly as part of the grant matching agreement. Well, despite continued arguments against the project, the Montpelier Village Council has approved the contract to design the Iron Horse River Trail. The Bryan Times says $125,625 contract will create the first phase of a 1.5-mile paved pathway between First Street, Pleasant Street, River Street, and Platt Street. The division in the community and its core, and it's about the role of the village government. Now, those opposed to the trail say that the village should be spending the money on the basics like street and sidewalk repair and bringing jobs to town. Well, those in favor say people don't want to move to town because while the jobs are here, there's nothing to do in their free time. The contract vote was 4-1 with 1 council member absent. Well, after the break, there's a new sheriff in Williams County, and it may seem like a lot of money, but the Branch County Jail is going to be built for less than what we originally thought. Stay right with us.
The Saucy Dogs is the name and barbecue is the game. Come on down for a good time and some great food. At Saucy Dogs, try our barbecue nachos or our tasty ribs. We'll have you howling for more. Saucy Dogs, downtown Jonesville.
Does your vehicle sound like a tractor putting down the road? Then you need to see the experts at RS Custom Exhaust in Hillsdale. They will give you a free estimate along with first-class customer service. They custom make any exhaust needed for your vehicle. Stop and see them today, located at 1461 Vera Drive in Hillsdale.
Hello everybody, Brett Boyd from the Market House. Don't miss our new expanded summer hours from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And don't miss 2 fantastic deals on ground chuck at just $3.99 a pound or Dutch Farms butter at just $2.99. Just 2 great deals and 2 more reasons to come see us at the Market House. Open 8 to 8, 7 days a week. We'll see you there.
Well, Tom Kohart has been sworn as the new Williams County Sheriff. The Bryan Times says the ceremony was held on the courthouse square in Bryan yesterday. The first time Kohart officially wore the sheriff's uniform with his wife pinning the stars on his shoulder. The new sheriff addressed the different environment in which he's taking control after the policing killed of the George Floyd. Now, Kohart said when bad things happen, people don't rise to the occasion. They sink down to their training, and that's why 8 minutes in Minneapolis has changed the nation. His goals are that nobody gets sued and everyone goes home at night, adding that if he can accomplish that, his time in office will be a success. Kohart says that he wants to improve all aspects of police work while sheriff, including more patrols, community involvement, and activities across the county, not just around Bryan and Montpelier. He also says that he plans to bring back night training that hasn't been done in a very long time, which he says is not acceptable. Cohart is taking over on the appointment of the City County Republican Central Committee, displacing interim Sheriff Gary Moore, who has declared his write-in candidacy in November's general election. But Cohart says that he's not worried about that right now, and he appreciates the stability that Moore brought to the office after the forced resignation of Steve Towns. And he assumed that Moore would run, but he told the Times, quote, "Politics are for the elections, and elections are over." Cohart now plans to shape operations to his standards, but he says it will be a couple of weeks before any changes are made, as well as he will be assessing the state of the office first. The Branch County Board of Commissioners approved a set of bids for the new Branch County Jail at their meeting yesterday. The WTVB broke down the numbers. Bracy and Jara of Quincy is awarded the bid for masonry work at over $1.6 million. Cook Jackson will be doing the carpentry for $626,000. Division 7 building contractor will do the roof at $362,000. Architectural glass and metals will do the metal for wall panels and for $544,000. The glass and glazing will be done by Battle Creek Glass for less than $80,000. General trades work went to Schweitzer Incorporated at $833,000, and fire protection will be installed by Ryan Fire Protection at a cost of $402,000. Well, that all comes in at about $4.4 million, which may look like a high price tag to you and I, but that's actually under the original estimated cost. Work on the new Branch County Jail is already underway, and it's expected to be finished in September of 2021. We'll be right back to wrap things up right after this.
El Cerrito's variety-packed menu has something for everyone. With generous servings and lots of flavor, you'll think of it as a fiesta for your taste buds. Dine in or carry out at El Cerrito on Chicago Street in downtown Coldwater and Carlton Road in Hillsdale.
There's a reason that professionals shop at Jonesville Lumber. They expect quality, service, and knowledge. And that's exactly what they receive. For nearly 100 years, Jonesville Lumber has been family-owned. We take pride in serving our area with great products at competitive prices. We have dedicated project estimators in-house that will help figure the materials needed to complete your next task at hand. Whether you're building your dream home, adding a pole barn, building a deck, updating your kitchen, or painting your front door, let Jonesville Lumber help you with your next project.
The Saucy Dogs is the name and barbecue is the game. Come on down for a good time and some great food. At Saucy Dogs, try our barbecue nachos or our tasty ribs. We'll have you howling for more. Saucy Dogs, downtown Jonesville.
Well, those are today's top stories. We'll see you right back here tomorrow for HTV1 News at noon. Don't forget, you can find more news on our live streams 24/7 at HTV1.net. For all of us here at HTV1, I'm Scott Pienta. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Have a great day, everyone.
Tired of having everyone know you're coming before you arrive because of your exhaust? If so, then it's time to call the experts at RS Custom Exhaust in Hillsdale. RS Custom Exhaust has all the tools and parts to make your vehicle quiet again. And for you sports car enthusiasts, if you're looking for the roar to be the king of the roads, RS Custom Exhaust can help you too. With free estimates and first-class service, RS Custom Exhaust has your vehicle covered. So stop and see them today, located at 1461 Vera Drive in Hillsdale.
Hello everybody, Brett Boyd from the Market House. Don't miss our new expanded summer hours from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And don't miss two fantastic deals on ground chuck at just $3.99 a pound or Dutch Farms butter at just $2.99. Just two great deals and two more reasons to come see us at the Market House. Open 8 to 8, 7 days a week. We'll see you there.